Alright tube, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. So I recorded this video like 2 or 3 times already, but on my GoPro. But because they were so long and I don't want to sit there and wait for them to download, I'm just going to do it again on my phone. So here she is, the new baby. 6.2 supercharged SRT Hellcat. Yes, you guys already know the stats. You guys already know the numbers. You know the track time. They're fast. Now this video is not for any of that. This video is for the guys who wanted to know how the 6.4 compares to the 6.2. Now I was gonna do the 5.7 versus 6.4 versus 6.2, but that was just too long. So we'll just keep it down to the 6.4 versus 6.2, because that's what most people have these days. And most people who have a 5.7 usually just step up to a 6.4 and then maybe a 6.2. But as far as I know, the people who are going to be hopping into these are probably going to be mostly your 6.4 owners. That's usually who are the ones. If you don't get a Hellcat first, you get a 6.4, and if you do get a 6.4, you usually end up in a 6.2. So this is for you guys. We're going to talk about why I chose a Hellcat, why I went with a third charger, and what the difference is in power, like how they drive. So once again, I'm on my phone, so bear with me. Let me get this chat head off the screen. There we go. Okay. Why a third charger? Start with that first. It's simple. Just look at the space in this thing, man. Just it's 4 doors. The trunk space is freaking ridiculous. Let's just look at it. It's the same. Oh, these are my floor mats. Don't worry about those. I'm about to put them inside. I had to let them dry off first. My helmet, some shoes I need to give back. You know, my cleaning supplies. That's as dirty as my trunk is gonna get. But anyway, trunk space is immaculate. Rear seat space, ridiculous. It's the same as the 6.4, man. It's the same as any other charger. They're all the same size inside, so there's nothing new for anyone. But that's just one of the many reasons I stuck with a charger. So why not a Z01? So Z01, simple, lack of trunk space and lack of rear seat space. Is that simple? And I don't really like moving my seat forward so people can get in the back seat that isn't usable. Is it fast? Yes, the Z01, you guys who pay attention to my Instagram, man, you saw me drive it, and that thing, it moves and scoots, man. That 10 speed is ridiculous. But it didn't feel, when I hop behind this didn't feel like it was that much slower. I didn't feel it was slower. And from the videos I watch on YouTube, these are pretty much neck and neck with the 10-speed Z01s, man. So I didn't feel like, why sacrifice the usability and comfort to be in the Z01? So that's why not a Z01. Why not a Hellcat Challenger then? Okay, same thing. Trunk space is pretty decent in the Challenger. I will say that it's pretty good. I drove a Challenger in Vegas along with a Camaro V6, and the same thing applied there. Challenger space in Vegas fit both our bags. They were pretty big bags and they fit just fine. Had plenty of trunk space. The Camaro, on the other hand, no trunk space whatsoever, no backseat space whatsoever. Huh? Man, this man's still talking, man. Stop ruining my videos. Anyway, back to the Challenger. So why not just get a Challenger Hellcat if the space was decent? Well, it still was just a 2-door. And then, like I said, I don't like moving my seat just so people can get in, man. Just open the back door and get in. It's that much easier. Why sacrifice the usability? And this is just as fast. I don't need the 2 less doors. What's the point? Why sacrifice usability and comfort to be just as fast as this big old boat? There's no reason. So I just stick with another one. And I just like pulling up on people with a car that looks just like the one I just had. So they be like, wait, is this the same car? Some people haven't even took notice yet. I stopped by a friend's house yesterday. Couldn't even tell the difference. Couldn't even tell the difference. My granddad, however, he was like, wait a minute, this is the same car. You guys saw it in the last video. I didn't catch that part, but as soon as he walked up to it, he was able to tell the difference. This don't look like the same car. I was like, why it ain't? But he figured it out. So, okay, all right. So CTSV would have been the next option. Now, why not a CTSV? It has the power, it has the usability, and it has all those options that I missed out on with the scat pack. So the scat pack had adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and all the other, you know, cool fancy stuff that this car does not come with. The 6.2s don't come with all that cool stuff. So why not get a CTSV? Because it comes with all that cool stuff. Well, simple. Pricing and then location. The only cheap one that I could find that was even close to the price of this was one for $49, and it was in Vegas. So that's a complete opposite direction of where I wanted to go. Also, when it comes to modelability, pulley, intake, tune, and this thing picks up almost 100 wheel horsepower off of those 3 simple mods. Same thing to a Z01 or CTSV or Z06, and it's not picking up near as much power. I'm sorry, you better throw some meth on there or something else, but because they need help. But pulley, intake, tune, 100 wheel horsepower, boom, you're good to go. And yeah, back to the CTSV. So I have nothing against them. I really love the way they look. I love the way the Z01s look. Nothing against Chevy at all, man, but I didn't feel like I would need those extra options because I do miss them. I tell you that right now. I do miss the adaptive cruise control. It has been hurting me, man. Like, but the extra power, it's a good trade-off, I guess. Whatever. The extra power, it's worth it. But if you do want the extra options and stuff, but you don't want to pay, then I would say just get a scat pack. If you do want the extra options and you do want the extra power, then I would say get the CTSV because the 6.2s don't come with it. Now, let's go ahead and hop inside because I feel like a couple of raindrops are about to start coming down on me. Hopping on in. So after looking how weird I look with the front facing camera, and it seems like I'm looking to the side the whole time, so I'm just going to keep the camera facing the other way. So where we stop at? We stopped at CTSV. So I already explained why I ended up on Charger number 3, yada yada yada. So now we're going to talk about the differences. So hopping from the 5.7 to the 6.4, when I had my 5.7, that's my brother's over there. When I had my 5.7, it was a 2010. I hopped from, you just feel the difference in power, man. Just sitting in the car. As soon as he started up in the dealer, when I flew out to Nashville, just hopping in the car, starting it up, you feel the difference in power. It was insane. Like, you just knew you were in something special. You knew you were in a beast. You knew you were in something that came with a lot more power. And then once you got it out on the road and you started driving it, you felt that power. However, hopping into this, it didn't have the same effect. Engine's almost just as big as 6.2 versus 6.4. Yeah, it's supercharged, so obviously it puts out a lot more power, but it didn't have that same, oh my God, I'm in something different. It didn't have the same effect, just to be honest. It didn't draw me in the same way, I should say, that the 6.4 did. However, before you guys start blowing me up, it's like, what do you mean? You guys are retarded. Calm the hell down. However, the minute you take it out and start driving and you put your foot down, yes, you know that you're in a way different animal once you put your foot down, man. I'm trying to tell you, you cannot drive the 6.2 the way that you drive a 392. You cannot do it. That's how you end up with triple-digit speeds and tickets. That's how you end up in trouble. That's how you end up in ditches. That's how you end up dead. Whenever you try to drive your 6.4 the same way you drive your 6.2, or 6.2 the same way you drive your 6.4. I said it backwards. But you cannot do it, man. Like 5.7, you can floor that thing all day, no problems, no hesitation whatsoever. Only time you have a problem, I say, is when the road's wet or the stock tires get wet and it gets a little slippery out. That's about it. 6.4s, they can get you in trouble too, but you don't get in trouble as fast, I should say. Now, this thing, on the other hand, you get in trouble quick. You get in trouble real quick. Usually, driving along, say I would pass someone. When I was in my 392, the scat pack, excuse me, whenever I would try to pass someone, I would hold the gas down until I heard the gear change. I don't know why. It's just something that I did. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that does it. But hold the gas down, gear changes, I'll let go. If I'm just making a pull, same thing. I'll just hold the gas down, gear change, let it go. That's just what I do. This thing, however, you try that you want to, you're easily doing 20 to 30 miles per hour faster. So if you think you're going to hold the gas down and speed all the way up to 60 miles per hour or 55, whatever the speed limit is, yeah, you might want to, actually pay attention to the speed that you're doing and not go off of a gear change. Because if you go off a gear change, you'll be up there in speed. Trust me. The thing moves. Now, I already had a comparison video from the dealership. I had a comparison video of both. I'll show you guys the startups. I'll put that video in here right now. All right, so we'll go with my car first. And of course, it's not as fair. Long tubes. Now the Hellcat. So, okay, there's the 2 startup videos. But I feel like an idiot and I didn't upload the driving comparison because we'll go ahead and get into this little story real quick. So, first off, the dealer, it was an alright dealer, man. They didn't seem like they were too shady or anything. The main guy helped me out. He smoked, which was very off-putting. The kid that I was on the phone with, he seemed to be a little off in the head. Not that's just being polite. He wasn't all there, I should say. And he was the one that came along with our test drive. So they started the car up. I'm not sure which set of keys. They started the car up. The kid hops in the car, and I heard them mention, hey, make sure you grab the red key, or where are the red keys? They said something about red key, but I didn't pay attention to what key the test driver had, or the dude riding along with us with the test driver. I didn't pay attention to what key he had. So he hops in, we go for a ride, and of course, the minute we get to an open road, I punch it. Not impressed at all. I was very upset. I was like, wow, this is what 707 horsepower feels like. I feel like I'm missing something here. Like, let me double check the settings. I go over there to the infotainment, I check, make sure I'm in 700 horse mode, and it is. So I'm like, all right, well, let's actually put it in track mode, because even in track mode, it should do something. So we get back around to the highway, and we're getting ready to take off again, and I floor it again, and it takes a little while to kick down. It's like hesitating. I'm like, all right, there's something obviously wrong with this. Now I see why it's so cheap. Something is definitely wrong with this car. There's no way. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe the Z01 just ruined my butt dyno, or Steve's car. Maybe they just ruined me, and now I don't know what fast is anymore, because this car did not feel fast. I was very upset. We get back to the dealer. Other dude, the main one that's helping me out, he comes out. He's doing all the paperwork and whatnot. He comes over. He asks, he's like, "So what'd you think, man? Is it what'd you imagine? Does it feel way faster than your car?" I was like, "Actually, no. It feels about just as fast." I'm sorry, that's just the truth. It feels just as fast as what I already have. And that was being honest, man. He's like, "Wow, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it didn't feel fast. I'm sorry. It does not feel like 707 horsepower." I was like, wow, that's crazy. You think, well, maybe, I was like, maybe given the benefit of the doubt because of the shorter gears. That's what I'm going to go with. Maybe the 6.4 feels just as fast down low, but it did feel like once I picked up speed, it felt like the Hellcat was going a little faster. So I was like, I'll just blame it on gears, man. Just chalk it up to the gearing. That's the only thing I can go with. Then, because I'm worried at this point, I was like, well, I gotta have something. So I'll still buy the car. Maybe I was driving it wrong. I'll take the L for it. So I still bought the car. And I get 2 feet. I asked him before I left. I was like, yo, when's the last time this thing's had an oil change? They was like, oh, we don't know. Also, there was a gas light on during the test drive. So I also thought that might have been, maybe the car was cutting power because it was so low on gas. So so that's another reason I went ahead and just rolled with the paperwork and was like, maybe there isn't anything wrong with it. Maybe it's the gas. So that's another reason why I just pressed forward with the purchase and whatnot. Pressed forward, got the car, got ready to leave, asked them when's the last time the oil's been changed. They said not too long ago. I don't know what not too long ago means, but it didn't sound good. Sure enough, I hop in here. Infotainment center says 17% oil life left. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's a negative. Literally right next door was the actual Dodge dealer. We pull over there. I'm saying, hey man, give this thing a full inspection, oil change, make sure everything's good to go. I don't want any problems with it. We took it out on test drive and this thing did not feel fast. And they went in there, they checked out everything, they read anything that needed to be read. They looked the car up and down, and they said everything looks and sounds normal to them. They couldn't find anything, and the oil change is good to go. I was like, all right. Hop in the car, not expecting much power difference now, and from the get-go, now that I actually had the red keys, oh yeah, just back a step. So when I went to the Dodge dealer, one of the kids came out, or one of the older gentleman came out. He was like, did you make sure you had the red key? And once he mentioned it, I was like, holy crap, I think you're right. I don't remember seeing a red key. Like, the kid hopped in the car, I assumed he had the red key. But then when I thought back to the whole dealership thing, they bought out the red keys with each other. Look, Jesus Christ. They bought both red keys out. They were attached to each other. And I don't remember seeing a single red key during the whole test drive. So I was like, I think you're right. I don't think we did have the red key. So not thinking much of it, I was like, oh no, maybe it was the red key. He was like, yeah, man, if you don't have the red key, it is seriously detuned. Like, it'll say 700, but it would not drive like 700 horsepower. I was like, oh, maybe you're right. Maybe that was the problem. Oil change is done. We get ready to leave and hit the road again. Sure enough, red key engaged. There it is. All 707 horsepowers are now at my foot, toe tips, I should say. And I felt every bit of it. Just driving from the parking lot to the stoplight, which was like not even an 1/8 mile away, man. The car felt like it was about to take off. Like, oh snap. Now I can tell we're in the Hellcat. This feels like a Hellcat. Like, I barely tapped the gas. I didn't even tap the gas. I was just driving like I would normally drive my scat pack, and it felt like she was about to take off. Just rolling into the gas, into the pedal. It didn't feel like the same car that it did on test drive, that's for sure. So with the new power, I could not wait till the open road. So as soon as that light turned, we get ready to take our turn, we get ready to get on the highway, and I punch it. And then we are thrown back in the seats. I'm like, okay, there we go. That's what it was. The freaking kid didn't bring the red key for the test drive, man. I was still upset and relieved at the same time that now I have a full working Hellcat, how it should feel, but still upset at the dealer or the test drive kid, man. Like I said, he was, bless his heart, he was off. But either way, now I have a full working Hellcat, and it's fast. It's very fast. So drivability between the 6.4 to 6.2, as long as you are aware of what's going on between your right foot and how much power or pressure you're applying, you'll be good to go, man. Just don't get out there and treat it like a 6.4. You'll be good to go. If you do, you'll end up with a triple-digit ticket, probably go to jail, probably end up in a ditch. I don't know. Just don't drive it like a 6.4. I can assure you that. At least not when you first get it. Don't think you're just gonna hop in and take off the same way you did from your 392. I'm trying to tell you, man, it will not go the same for you. As far as like town to town drivability, oh yeah, well, I have gas mileage. So the gas mileage, I have pictures that I'll post up in the video. Gas mileage for the 392 was only 23.8. Now keep in mind that we deactivated, or we removed the 4-cylinder mode in the 392. So that was all 8 cylinders all the time. So within 1,100 mile road trip, I averaged 23.8 miles per gallon. And this thing, for the 700 miles remainder of the trip, we averaged 24.7, I believe. I don't know. I'll have to look at the picture and we'll put it in the video. But it was 24 point something. So this thing already gets better gas mileage than the 6.4. Granted, like I said, the 4-cylinder mode was deactivated in the 392. So take it for what it is. I'm pretty sure the guys with the that still have the cylinder of deactivation mode, I'm pretty sure you guys probably get about 24. We probably get about the same gas mileage at this point. So that's I don't know if you guys care about it. It was pretty cool to see that even with 707 horsepower, that it gets just as good gas mileage as a car with 200 less horsepower. So that's pretty cool. Now, as far as is it everything that I've imagined, I would say so. Like after the red key and after I actually took it out and tested out a couple of things, you guys saw the flybys. The thing pulls and just keeps pulling, man. It just keeps moving, keeps going. It makes no sense. The sound it even sounds different. 6.4. The 6.4, all you hear is exhaust and the engine at all times. My last car with the headers, if you guys remember the flyby video, if you don't, I'll put it up here right here. Like it sounds like a damn airplane or something. So all right, so now remember how that sounds. So from a mile back, all you heard was straight engine and exhaust. Engine and exhaust from a mile away. That's all you heard. Now I'll put up the video that I posted yesterday or a few days ago of the flyby of the Hellcat. I know people always say 6 naturally aspirated sounds better. I wouldn't say it sounds better, but it definitely sounds different. I should say that. Like I said, from a mile away, all you hear is engine and exhaust in the 6.4. But the 6.2, all you hear is wind noise. And once it passes you, just a blast of exhaust noise. It's weird how it does that. Like you don't hear a thing once it's in front of you. But as soon as it passes by you, it's just eardrums just get blown out. It's ridiculous. But for all of my 6.4 guys who are on the fence about, jumping up to a Hellcat, man, if you can get a newer, then sure, go for a new one. There were newer ones. They were slightly more expensive. There were some about the same price, but I just didn't trust the mileage, man. For only 6,000 miles, I could not let a 2015 go unpurchased. I'm sorry. Yes, they had supercharger problems. I don't know. Maybe I will run into supercharger problems. Who knows? They had leather problems. We all know about the saggy leather they can get, but this one looks just fine to me, even in the driver's seat, which gets used the most often. Supercharging leather are about the only 2 problems that I really remember from these, and it seems to be doing just fine so far. Now, if I do run into problems, then all of that money that I saved from not buying brand new, guess what? I'll have money to fix them or just upgrade. Who knows? So yeah, that's all I get. So for my 6.4 guys, I would say do it, man. If you have the coin, you have the insurance, and you can afford it, just make the jump, man. You will not be upset. Now, for my 5.7 guys who want to step up to a 6.4, and you think that maybe you can afford a Hellcat, do it. just I'm telling you, like Nike, man, just do it. You will not regret it. So I know, like I said, the 6.4 guys will be the most likely people who hop into a Hellcat. That's usually the trend. Not many people go from a 5.7 straight to a Hellcat. And same thing goes for the V6. I don't mean to exclude you guys, but I just don't have experience with V6, so I can't speak on how you guys feel about your cars, man. Every time anyone says anything about V6s, you guys always mention gas mileage. So if you guys do care about gas mileage and comfort and all that stuff, and you say you don't need all that, then you guys will probably not be looking at 392s or Hellcats. It's that simple. So that's why I'm not speaking on the V6 brethren. But for 5.7, 6.4 guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are always looking for more power, just like me. I've literally been through every stage other than V6, man. You start from the 5.7, I moved up to the 6.4, and now here we are in the 6.2. Now, as far as pricing goes, we'll go ahead and talk about that now. Actually, no, we'll save that for a different video. yeah, so that should be it for this video, man. We're already running long. We're at 18 minutes right now. I feel like I've been talking forever. I made this video about 3 or 4 times now. I feel like I keep leaving out information that I should have included. So hopefully I hit everything right now. I talked about why I didn't go with X and X vehicle and why we ended up on Charger number 3, and then the differences driving between the 6.4 to the 6.2. It's insane, man. Like it's every bit as good as the reviewers and other YouTubers make it look like, man. They're fast. They're very, very fast. I didn't think it would be that much different, but yeah, you can tell. You can tell, especially once you start getting up to speed and the 6.2 really starts shining. And once that, where the 6.4 will fall off with, the 6.2 just keeps going. It's crazy. So yeah, enough of me rambling on, man. That's all I got for you guys. It's your first time stopping by, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that bell icon, make sure you guys share these videos, man. It's time for this channel to take off. We've now got the car with we're gonna hold off on future plans. We'll discuss that in a later video. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. If you haven't already, make sure you swing over to the Instagram channel at low 376 slow. Yep, the Instagram name has changed. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. Not many people did notice, I can tell you that. Only like one of my friends noticed, and he pointed out to a couple of other friends of mine. So the Instagram name did change. It'll be down in the description if you didn't catch that. Low 376 slow. That's the new Instagram name. And stay tuned for more Hellcat content, folks. There will definitely be more. We're still gonna do the 5 dislikes, the 5 likes, and we're gonna do the payments and all that stuff. What I pay for insurance, what I do for monthly payments. We're gonna talk about all that stuff. But those are, of course, separate videos. This video is already too long as it is. All right, for real this time. I'm out. Peace.